Hey. But you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard, to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. And keep your head up, and you can let your head down. Sing, oh, no, 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 no.
Are you ready for Tiger TV News? I know I am.
Hey Travis, you're gorgeous.
I already knew that, Nikki.
All right, well then let's get started.
Society as a whole has this idea of what female and male roles are, such as the female stays at home while the man goes to work. We decided to go and ask others what their viewpoints on gender roles are.
Why are girls expected to do all the cooking and the cleaning?
Why do the teachers always call for strong boys to do the heavy lifting?
Why are girls expected to act ladylike and boys get to go out and play rough?
Why is it considered bad for boys to play with Barbies?
According to Boundless.com, gender role theory assumes that boys and girls learn to perform one's biologically assigned gender through particular behaviors and attitudes. Gender role theory emphasizes the environmental causes of gender roles and the impact of socialization, or the process of transferring norms, values, beliefs, and behaviors to group members, and learning how to behave as a male or a female. Social role theory proposes that the social structure is the underlying force in distinguishing genders, and that sex-differentiated behavior is driven by the division of labor between two sexes within society. The division of labor creates gender roles, which in turn lead to gendered social behavior.
And I'm heading into the studio to interview 4 students on their opinions of gender roles.
A gender role is what is expected of you because of your gender.
People automatically assume people have to do certain things because of their gender, whether or not that's the gender they go by or not.
I know right now it's a hot topic for the military because female operators are getting ready to do special operations, frontline soldiers, and that's kind of becoming a big deal because they don't really know how it's going to turn out.
They've assumed that I'm a man, so I'm supposed to be brave and looking, and if someone tries to start a fight, I'm going to go in fists flying.
The fact that because I'm a girl, I have to have my hair all nice and pretty and I have to wear makeup in order to be professional.
It made me feel uncomfortable because I'm not like that.
Boys assume that girls, whenever they play softball, they don't always hit as hard as what boys do, so they think that softball is easier, so they don't think that I'm as strong as they are.
So, I've been taken to be kind of just a dumb jock quite often, and I'm really not.
It sucks just for the fact that in my profession of cosmetology, guys can just roll out of bed and show up to work and they're considered professional, but I have to get up, do my hair, do my makeup, get dressed, look fancy in order to have the exact same image put on me.
It kind of disappointed me at first because it was from another gender who said it. She told me that I was just some dumb jock because I was a dude.
It makes me feel it kind of hurts my feelings because most of my friends are guys, so whenever they say things like that, it kind of hurts my feelings.
That was great, Nikki.
You betcha.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
My neighbor, how you doing? Take the picture. Oh,
Would you be my Padawan?
Don't like this.
walk like an Egyptian. Find Rachel. Where is she?
I will lose!
And I liked it.
Welcome back to Tiger TV News. Here at WCC, you get the chance to meet new people, make great friends, and create a family. And that's what we are here in video production. Thanks for a great year, guys. It was a blast. Now let's go see what Travis and Joey put together for the spotlight.
I'm the video production instructor and district programmer for the Waynesville R6 school district. Before I became a teacher, I worked at a company in Kansas called Pittsco Incorporated, and I was a video specialist or video editor for that company. Since I was in high school, or actually in middle school, I wanted to be a teacher. I had a great English teacher and a great woodshop teacher that inspired me to become a teacher. So I went to college to become a teacher. How I got into video is kind of an interesting story. When I was in college, I was a janitor. I scrubbed toilets. That was my part-time job, and I wanted a better job. So I talked to one of my college professors, and he told me about a guy that was doing video work at a nearby company. And my college professor said, hey, you're good with computers, you should maybe see about getting a job with this guy, and maybe you could help him out. And that was how I got started. I knew a lot about computers and was good with computers. Didn't know anything about video cameras or editing or anything like that, but I kind of got thrown into the job and just figured it out. And it's one of those things like, I didn't know, other than liking movies and TV shows, I didn't know that I would have an interest or a passion in actually creating video content. But once I started working in the field, I learned it was something that I really loved to do and I was good at. My favorite part of being a teacher here at WCC is the students and getting to work with my students every day. That's such an easy question for me. I think the greatest advice I can give you is work hard and be there, and be willing to help, and be willing to start off with small tasks, demonstrate that you're capable, demonstrate that you can work well with other people and you're responsible, and then you'll be giving larger and larger tasks, and then pretty much you'll be running the place after that.
Mac or PC?
Mac.
If you can tell us, what is your most embarrassing moment?
There's a lot of them. I don't know if I can really tell you any really embarrassing moments here on camera. Let me get back to you on that one.
Okay. Which is more important, audio or video?
You know, I so want to say video right now, but I know audio is more important because without sound, you got nothing.
Steve Jobs or Bill Gates?
Steve Jobs. Why are you even asking me that?
If you had to choose between Star Wars, Star Trek, or Battlestar Galactica, but there is a plot twist. The two that you don't choose will try and come after you. Which one would you choose?
You know, I gotta go where my heart is, and that's Battlestar Galactica. Worrying about the other ones to go after me.
I want to thank Mr. Wallace for letting us come in and interview him today. Back to you guys in the studio. I don't know about you guys, but I see myself being able to take more naps.
Well, let's go see what Tatum's done for the weather.
Hi guys, it's Tatum here with TigerTV Weather. Spring is here and so are my allergies. If you're anything like me, you know how I feel. But this week pollen isn't as high as it was last week, so we'll be expecting less allergies, so that will be something nice. For the 5-day forecast, we have Friday with sunny skies, a high of 80 and a low of 58. We go on to Saturday with more sun, high of 86 and a low of 62. And then we go on to Sunday, we have partly cloudy skies with a high of 78 and a low of 56. And then we go on to Monday and we'll have more clouds, but still have a high of 76 and a low of 60. And now for Tuesday, we'll be expecting rain, some thunderstorms, more in that area, but we'll still have a high of 78 and a low of 58. Well, that's our 5-day forecast, and now we'll move on to Did You Know? Did you know that the 57 on a Heinz ketchup bottle represents the number of varieties of pickles that the company once had? Well, that's all there is for the 5-day forecast with TigerTV. I'm Tatum, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Tatum. On April 14th, 2016, Waynesville varsity girls soccer played Parkview in a one-year special Channel 12 broadcast. Destiny Figueroa put together a highlight video on that game. Let's see how
High schoolitis or senioritis? Are seniors the only ones at risk of catching it? Let's see what one of the seniors here at Tiger TV have put together.
Nikki, Travis, wake up. It's time to say goodbye to the viewers.
Well, I guess that explains a lot. Looks like Tiger TV has been hit with a serious case of senioritis.
Hey, there's cameras and they're rolling.
Well, that's all from Tiger TV.
What she said.
I'm Nikki. Hey, get up.
But I don't want to say goodbye. I want to stay here with them.
That's Travis. See y'all next time.
Oh, but I don't want to go. I want to stay here with them.
He has a bad case of senioritis.